Top 10 riders to look out for at Paris-Nice. Richie Porte. The defending champion Porte has had a consistent start to the season, taking third at his national championships, fourth at the Tour Down Under and second at the Vuelta a Andalucía. His major focus this season is on the Giro in May, but defending his title here in France will still be high on his list of priorities. Carlos Betancourt. 2013 was Carlos Betancourt's first full season in the World Tour, riding for the French AG2R team. He performed well at the Giro, taking the Best Young Riders jersey and 5th on GC. This year his focus is on the big one, the Tour de France in July. Questions were asked at the very start of the season when he turned up to the Tour de San Luis well over his race weight, but he quickly turned things around at the Tour de Haute Var, winning both the first stage and the overall. This bodes well for Paris-Nice, and his team would love a big result on home road. TJ van Garderen. For the past few seasons, TJ van Garderen has played second fiddle to his BMC teammate Cadel Evans, but this year for the first time the team will be built around him for the Tour de France. He spent the winter at home in the States, quietly training hard, and the dividends paid immediately. He took second overall at his first race of the year, the Tour of Oman, behind the unstoppable Chris Froome, but ahead of the likes of Nibali, Rodriguez and Uran. Without a time trial, this year's Paris-Nice route isn't ideal for the 25-year-old, but we're still expecting him to be right up there in the mix on the GC. Sylvain Chavanel. Sylvain Chavanel is what you could call a seasoned professional. At 34 years of age though, he shows no signs of tiring, and if anything, he's getting better. He's won 3 stages of Paris-Nice in the past, but with the course having no mountaintop finishes this year, he may even fancy his chances for a top placing overall. Paris-Nice will also mark IAM Cycling's first World Tour race of the season, and Chavanel will be motivated to show off the colours of his new team. Rui Costa. World champion Rui Costa has got his season off to a good start with his new team Lampre Merida. Prominent in the Dubai Tour, despite a course which didn't suit him, he then went on to finish third overall at the Vuelta al Algarve, finishing second on no less than 3 stages. Paris-Nice will be his first big test, and he'll be looking to prove that he's not cursed by that rainbow jersey sooner rather than later. Julian Simon. Julian Simon is a fast sprinter and a good climber. Not a sprinter like Cav, not a climber like Froome, but a better climber than Cav and a better sprinter than Froome. Got it? Simon has transferred from the now defunct Sauer Soyerson team to Cofidis for 2014. With his characteristics as a rider, there appear to be plenty of opportunities for him to shine at this year's race. His biggest successes so far have been 2 stages of the 2012 Vuelta a Catalunya, but he's our pick for a surprise performance here. Bryan Coker. The opening stages of Paris-Nice, depending on which way the wind blows, look set to end in sprints. Europcar's Bryan Coker is amongst the riders who will be protagonists there. Coquard is only 21, and despite only turning professional at the beginning of last year, he already has 8 victories to his name. It will be his first participation at Paris-Nice, but don't be surprised if he's not in the least bit daunted. Nacer Bouhanni. One rider who will be challenging Coquard is his compatriot Nacer Bouhanni. He got the better of Coquard on stage 2 of the Étoile de Bessèges at the start of February, but the roles were reversed the following stage. At last year's Paris-Nice, Bouhanni took the opening stage and the leader's yellow jersey with it. After 4 top 5 placings but no win in the Tour of Oman, he'll be looking for a return to the top step of the podium here. Tom Boonen. After a tough 2013, Tom Boonen has returned to his best. Already this year he has won 2 stages and come second overall at the Tour of Qatar, plus taken Kuurne-Brussels-Kuurne. Boonen and his Omega Pharma Quick-Step team are experts in crosswinds, and the opening stages of Paris-Nice invariably throw up some opportunities to throw the gauntlet down. Whilst he will primarily be using the race as his final preparation towards the Spring Classics, he won't be passing up any opportunities that come his way. John Degenkolb. We might only be a few weeks into the season, but John Degenkolb of Giant Shimano has already clocked up 11 top 10 placings, including 3 stage wins at the Tour de Med. His whole team are on cloud 9 after an incredible start to the season, with 8 victories for the men's team, so with confidence at an all-time high they'll be prominent, particularly in the early stages. This time last year, Vincenzo Nibali rode and won the Tirreno Adriatico. However, he has chosen to favour Paris-Nice this time around as he builds up towards the Tour de France. Whilst there are no time trials or mountaintop finishes, this will not deter the Italian, who is at home on all-terrain. However, with most of his key Tour de France rivals racing in Tirreno, it will be hard for us to draw too many conclusions at the end of the race. GCN is the place to be on YouTube for top 10 cycling videos. Have you seen this one? If not, click here.